What is going on, guys? Today we're going to talk a little bit about the Xbox Series X controller. We're going to review some screenshots, and when you think about a new console, sometimes you don't always think about things changing, like the controller. When we had the One and the One X, there was very, very little change between the controllers. But this new Series X controller does remind me quite a lot of the Elite Series 2 controller. And we're just going to dive in and talk a little bit. There is some cool changes, and I think some of them are fan requested. I think Microsoft really listened on this one and tried to adjust so that you could have a new refined controller, a new controller aspect or experience. And I think they really just kind of hit everything dead on as you would hope they would. Basically, the first thing that I noticed right away with this new controller, and we do have an Xbox Series X ourselves, so this is why I want to take the time to review this. One of the best parts that I experience is the share button. So we have a dedicated share button now, which is placed in the middle of the Xbox Series controller between the two thumbsticks. This share button makes it so much easier to share images, recorded video, or anything of that nature on the new system. And you might ask yourself, why a share button? And I can tell you this one was fan requested for sure. In an interview, Phil Spencer told GameSpot, we're not the first ones to do this, so we're not going to say that we invented that. But we've heard feedback that sharing is such a part of a gaming experience now for many of our players. I wanted a dedicated button to share, so you'll see that. We also have a hybrid D-pad, which is inspired by the Xbox Elite Controller Series 2, which I also have. Honestly, the D-pad doesn't feel that much different. Another change is a slightly altered form factor with the new size and shape, which has been refined to accommodate an even wider range of people. The controller might be a little bit lighter and thinner in some senses, but it reminds me of the original Xbox or Xbox One controller in another sense. It now has newly textured shoulder buttons on the LB, RB, LT, RT buttons. Another massive upgrade on this controller is the Xbox console now will use dynamic latency input, which will reduce the usual 8 millisecond latency on analog controllers. This is huge because one of the advantages you kind of get with PC is the fact that you have the ability to have, virtually no input lag with mouse and keyboard, but not everyone enjoys PC, not everyone can afford a PC, and that's okay too. Now we're perfecting the console as much as we can to be able to have an experience that is, well, just stunning and fluent, and I think that's what we have. So that pretty much sums up the Xbox Series X controller. It is compatible with the Xbox One as well, backwards. So if you need a new controller, I recommend anything that comes out now since the Series X is out. But if you've got the Xbox Series X or you got the controller, comment below and let me know what you think about this. We'll check out a couple more screenshots, give you a little bit more of a preview. But thanks for tuning in, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe.